Hello.
Hello.
I.
I didn't scream this time. It was announced.
It was. It feels weird, but maybe change isn't bad.
Well, it's funny you mentioned the change. That's kind of what happened. Um,
Ah.
I think I should tell this before we get to the fantastic news. Um, we are now recording on new software.
Oh, are the days of Audacity over? Oh,
Uh,
OBS. Sorry, it's recorded on OBS. Yeah.
yes. See, and this is the reason that my computer shed itself last week, and I was like really fucking scared. Almost. I don't know. It had shat itself like on Friday
Mm.
last week, where it's like it wouldn't get to post. You know, like it wouldn't give like the BIOS option and then start loading
Yeah.
Windows. Um, I couldn't figure out what the fuck the reason was. I thought it might have been the graphics card. I took it inside and like fiddled around with it, and it eventually got to post, and it's like, okay, cool. I brought it back out here, turned it on, and it was okay. But
Mm.
after that ordeal, where it essentially boiled down to I did nothing but just turn it on and off again until it worked, I was really skeptical to like turn it back off again.
Yeah, of course.
But we recorded the podcast, um, and then it got to the Sunday where I was like waiting for my girlfriend to like show up or something, and I started fiddling around. I was extracting just one of those really big zip folders I have, and then I realized, damn, I've only got like 200 gigabytes left on this 8 terabyte fucking hard drive.
Mm.
Like I should look into this, like, and it's around then that I realized, hey, I have like 800 gigabytes in the raw, what's basically our raw audio, like before I've edited it,
Yeah.
which is like 4 times as much as it should be, because the way I've recorded this entire time is the audio comes out as a video with a black screen, and
Mm.
like it or not, that black screen takes up bitrate.
Yeah.
So it's like I really need to figure out a way to record this in like in audio format, so that I can just like one have it smaller and edit it later. And I'm doing all this before I'm supposed to be hanging out with her.
Mm.
And I find this, I start trolling Google for like forum posts, and they mention something called like Voicemeeter Banana, which is the first thing I found that does what I wanted it to do, which is record it out to 2 channels, so that I can then like tweak how I sound and tweak how you sound separately.
Separately. Yeah.
Yeah. Which Audacity couldn't do. Oh, hang on.
Mm.
Sorry about that. My phone wanted to tell me that it's 8 a.m.
Good to know.
Yeah, so I have an
Thank you,
alarm for
phone.
it. Where was I? So I install this, and it's like, oh, it needs like a restart to install correctly. So I cross my fingers, hit the restart button, and it don't turn back on.
Mm.
And by this time, my girlfriend has finally shown up and is like, hey, like I'm ready to like hang out, and my PC's just shat itself. I'm freaking the fuck out. Like, how am I gonna deal with this? It's a Sunday, like it's like 6 a.m. Nothing is like open. I don't know how to like run through what this could possibly be.
Yeah.
I throw out the line to the more like technologically oriented people I know, and after much like sweating and trying to be as thorough with my analysis as possible, I was like, okay, so this component, and this component light up. These components don't have lights. I really hope it's not the graphics card, because the graphics card doesn't have lights, and it's going to cost me a lot of money if that's the thing that needs to be replaced.
Mm.
But I started running through the answers, and the best one I was getting was like, oh, maybe like your RAM's just shat itself.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, that's still not good, but a couple of sticks of RAM is only going to set me back like $200.
Mm.
I can work with this. It's not how I would like to deal with things after I just come back from a month-long trip, but I'll do what I need to do. So I tweak out of my fucking mind for the next like 3 hours until the computer parts store opens, which is thankfully on a Sunday, but like on reduced hours.
Mm.
I show up there, I buy the RAM, I come back. And it's worth pointing out, like, during all this analysis, I've also taken out, like, the RAM and, like, switched its DIMM slots and all that, hoping something would fucking work.
Yeah.
But now I have a new set of RAM to stick in there, and I noticed that a light that had always been next to the RAM that was always orange when I was testing before has now turned red with these new sticks in.
Mm.
I put them in the other DIMM slots and it turns out red. So, okay, that's interesting. I should like record this phenomenon for future thing, and if I'm recording that, I should get some of the old ones.
Yeah.
And so I stick the old ones back in, and the light that had always been orange then goes from orange to red to white to green to the light turns off and the PC goes to post. It's now working.
Okay. Yeah.
So I didn't replace any parts. The best solution I have come to is that my computer is a jealous whore. And is like, you abandoned me for the past month to go hang out with some fucking floozy. I'm not letting you get off that easy. You're gonna spend money on me and you're gonna fucking like it. So I now have 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM that I don't need.
Yeah, it's good to have in the back pocket, I guess.
Yeah, and the other thing is just that the return policy is like awful.
Mm.
And the buying policy was also fucking awful. So my work has this like rewards scheme where like you get discounts at everywhere but where you work. Which is a real kick in the fucking nuts, because like one of the first things I asked when I like went for the job interview there was like, do you get an employee discount? And they're like, no, but we'll give you like this like app that has discount codes for everything else, except not everything else. It's all weird like things that you might only need once every 2 years.
Mm.
You know, like the tire shop, or
Right, okay.
like
okay, yeah.
the paint store, you know, or like general like hardware timber. But one of them is this like PC store that I went to, which is kind of why I went to them, because it's like, fuck it, I might as well get the most out of this discount.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh yeah, no, the RAM is like price fixed. The discount doesn't work on that. But if you bought like a set of fucking PC cables, yeah, we'll give you 10% off that.
What the fuck sort of like deal is that?
The deal where you get money off like unimportant things, I guess.
Yeah.
I also brought a set of like PC cables just in case the issue, because we'd narrowed it down, like the two most likely and also cheapest options were a power cable has shat the bed, or the RAM has shat the bed. So I'd kind of just doubled up on both. So I've got a set of PC cables as well that I'm not using. Anyway, we did that, and then I spent like the next 2 hours tweaking how to get this Voicemeeter thing to work, because it's not easy. It's basically a virtual like input output thing. So you've kind of got to go in there and be like, okay, this goes to this like virtual box, and this one goes out of this virtual box, and this records this thing of the virtual box. So what happens now is it's a much better setup even than OBS, because now two things have happened. One, the audio will not record like PC sounds. So if you interrupt me while I'm watching a video, like, there won't be background audio in the first 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And also now Discord doesn't think I'm streaming, so it actually pings me when you show up.
So it all got sorted out in the end.
It all got sorted out in the end. I just had to spend $200 on PC parts that I'm not using.
Yeah.
Because my computer is a fickle mistress. And I don't blame her. Like, that was literally, not only is it the longest time I've had it turned off, the sum total of it being turned off for that holiday is probably more than the rest of the time it has existed combined.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's never been off for more than a day every 6 months. Yeah. And it's getting about 2 years old. So it just took a month-long break, which is huge.
It gave it time to think about shit.
Anyway, now that story's out of the way, you have some fantastic news.
Yeah, I do. So good that you liked my tweet and then logged into Crippleboro and liked it again. Oh shit!
I forgot about. No, I accidentally did that. Like, I checked it because it had a notification, and then I like saw this thing. I was like, wait a minute, and then I like forgot that I'd switched accounts, and then I see it, and I was like, wait a minute, I liked this. What? And then I liked it again, and I was like, wait, no shit, this is the wrong account. And then I unliked it and then switched.
Oh damn, you unliked. Shit. Yeah. Twitter doesn't notify you about that stuff. I only get the likes.
Although the Twitter doesn't. I mean, that account's fucking dead. The Boru's still up.
Well, shit. Yeah, sorry. That's enough. Yeah.
Unrelated, but
it was. I've had a really shit week. Not gonna lie. Like, until yesterday. Like, it'd been like a week since I last talked to my teacher on Wednesday. Then every day is passing by really slow. Like, I can't do anything. I have like no energy. I filled out like a form on Monday, but like trying to fill out any other of this bureaucratic nonsense, it was like I just couldn't. I had no energy. I had no energy to do anything. I had no energy just to play games and shit. Like, oh shit, man. I was having a real rough time. And so I like emailed my teacher and being like, hey, you said like we might get them earlier, like our results earlier than the 31st. Like, is there any update on that? And my teacher's like, oh, you didn't get them on Monday? You should have got them on Monday. I'll sort it out. Send an email to the assessment office. So I sent an email to the assessment office and they were like, what you on about? We don't release results until the 9th of September. So, what are you saying you want them now? Like, no, the exam board hasn't even met. So I'm now freaking out my mind, mainly on the fact that when this gets sorted out, it's going to come. And apparently, should have already
He
came.
said
So
come.
shut up. So now it's not like every day's passing by slow. Now it's like every hour is passing by slow, like because it could come at any time. So I wake up on Friday and I check my bank, you know, um, because I'm the type of broke where you have to check how much you have left. You know what I mean? Like, shit. All right, how much do I have? And I notice, holy fuck, I have a lot of money. Wait, what? And I got paid. I got my money in the next year.
And so
So-
he went to the pub to like drown his sorrows over the fact that he wasn't going to Japan.
No, I sort of, but I went and I needed a new phone, so I upgraded my phone.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, I went to like I read the documents. Like, hang on, if I don't pass, do I have to give this money back? And reading it, it's like, yeah, I have to give it back, but like they can't just take it back. Like, it'll just be like standard paying it back. I'm like, oh fuck it, all right then. Shit, I'm gonna upgrade my. I need a new phone anyway. I was gonna do it if I go to Japan, so I hadn't had my results. Haven't had my results, but I've just got a lot of money. So I'm like, fuck, I need a new phone because and I have to get it in the UK. Otherwise, I'd wait because I know the new iPhone generation is like next month. But it's less that I want the newest phone and more like my phone I'm using now is, it's a bit ratty. I use my phone a lot, so it's a lot of usage, a lot of charges, all that. It works, but
Dude is perpetually stuck to the fucking wall.
what do you mean?
Like, you're one of those people who's like always looking for like a fucking charging spot.
Yeah, I mean, not far off. Like, it can still last, but see, the thing is, I don't want to get a phone in Japan because they have a bunch of laws around mobile devices.
Dude wants to creep shot.
No, see, that's the one everyone knows about, right?
The only reason I know about it is from you.
Yeah, there's other shit as well. There's other shit. Not that I can remember it off the top of my head, but there is other shit. But they have like weird SIM cards as well, and all that weird connectivity laws that like throttle. Do you know when you like check specs of like a Wi-Fi card, or something, or a phone, and it's got all of the different Wi-Fi and internet connectivities, and it's just like a string of like 20 numbers and letters and all that. Well, all I know is in Japan, some of them don't apply to phones, don't ship with. That's it. I don't know the specifics because whatever, but if I'm spending a lot of money on a phone, I want everything. So I was like, I have to get it in the UK, and I kind of have to get it now because if I don't get it now, this is going to be my phone for the next year. In which case, it'll be nearly 4 years old until I can upgrade. So it's a bit future proofing. Anyway, so I bought a phone. I got a little bit of drip, and came back and was talking about again when you have money, you start thinking about some mad shit and like, man, I could just go to France and meet Sleepy, and Sleepy was like, yeah, you should do that. So even though it's not practical at all, and like, no, I can't really, and like, nah, this is the money for my year and shit, like, no, I should probably spend it on like rent and stuff. But
I should put it into stocks so I can pay the loan back on the phone that I have to return.
Yeah, that's the thing. I didn't know. I fucking didn't know. So I'm getting really close to the point of like on the Air France site with the tickets up, and I suddenly kind of get the, no, I can't do this. Like, not now. Like, I don't even know if I've passed. And Sleepy and Manla and all that. They're like, well,
do it for the meme.
Yeah,
It'll
literally,
be funny.
I'm being peer pressured. to go to France, right? And I'm like, well, shit, I should, because I got the new phone, I'm like updating everything and transferring all my data. So I haven't been getting any notifications. So at this point, I'm like, well, I should, maybe I got an email saying my future. So I'm on the call, sleeping man little there, and I check my emails, and I see I have an email from the head of Chinese and Japanese studies, who my teacher said was the person who was supposed to give the results. Because, okay, I don't have my official results here. Like, what the assessment board... Okay, hold on, let me back up. I want to paint an accurate picture here. So, you do your exams in May,
Okay.
you get your results in, like, July,
Right.
and everything's fine. Now, if you fail an exam and you're allowed to resit, which is basically everything other than like your final year dissertation and shit, you can get a resit, but your mark is capped. It's capped just to like a passing grade. So the first time you can get, the equivalent of an A+, B, C. If you have to resit it, you can only get the minimum passing grade, so like a C-, right? Like you're capped at that level, even if you actually get like
just for clarification in my own mind, like in that capped grade, a C- is still a C- though, isn't it?
Yeah, you still pass. You still pass. Now,
no, but like so, like a C- is a C-, like a B is a C-, and an A is a C-.
Yeah,
cool.
Yeah. It's not like staggered or anything. Yeah, that's only if you have to resit. Now the resits are in August. Now I didn't sit the exam because of medical reasons, so I'm not resitting the exam. It's my first sit, but I have to sit it in the resit window, which is August. So I'm sitting the exam with everyone else who is... Basically, everybody else who's taken the exam failed the first time and is doing it again. I'm not. So what that meant was, if I failed, I could do it in the next exam window, which is next May. I'm not drummed out of school, I don't just fail. So that was the worry. The worry was never like, oh, I'm going to get kicked out or whatever, because I had a legitimate reason. But the August results, again, because the next year starts at like the start of October, so you don't have that long of a time. So the exam board, so basically they're all marked and shit beforehand, and the exam board is on September 1st. They check, and then you get your results on like September 9th or September 12th. And if you're studying the next year in the country, at university, that's fine. You have a couple of weeks to get sorted. Should be okay. But I'm fucking off to Japan. So, we have to get our stuff early. Just for practicality's sake, So, that's kind of the situation I'm in that technically I don't have my official mark yet. But unofficially, it's already marked and they know how I've done and it's been checked. So, it's sorted. So yeah, I check my email and I see this email and I'm reading it and it's a little bit verbose. But actually, fuck it, I have the email. I could just read it out. If you would like.
Dear Mr. John Doe at 14 Thatcher Road.
Okay, so it's Dear William, the formal resit exam board will not take place until 1st of September, but because of the urgency to arrange visas and flights, we are letting students due to go to Japan know informally if they have achieved pass marks in the outstanding Japanese language exams. This is your situation. You have achieved a pass mark in my written exam. You were not asked to resit the listening exam, I understand, which threw me off when I was initially reading. I was like, wait, what does that mean? But our calculations indicate that you will achieve an overall pass in the module, which means I passed. Which means I've passed everything.
You in, nigga?
So, yeah, so as like Sleepy and Manly are just talking about some mad shit, I suddenly start fucking like popping off. In fact, I think if you go to the Voice and Stream channel, they posted a few pictures at the time, a few gifs.
If you would like to see these images, you can join the Discord link in the description below.
Yeah, and this is roughly apparently what I was like. I just popped the fuck off because yeah, I passed. I mean, it means I'm like barely scraped in, but fuck, I don't give a fuck, man. Whatever, I passed. Who gives a fuck? Like, I'm going. So, I then have to call all. I have to leave and like, I've got to call my mum. I'm gonna call everyone and tell them like, yeah. And then it's like, oh shit, like there's so many people I gotta tell. So I had to spend 10 minutes trying to log into Facebook again because I never fucking use it, and like let family know, and all that. So it was
Dude's just hitting
yeah.
at everyone IRL.
Yeah. Yeah, but now it's like, oh fuck, I'm moving in, hold on, in 29 days. I'm moving. I have so much shit I have to do. So much shit. Oh my god. So many forms. Like my insurance and shit. Like, oh.
Oh, who the fuck needs insurance? Just don't fucking die. It's easy.
If you don't have insurance, they don't accredit it, which means they don't okay it. So it is important. And I need I'm waiting for the Japanese immigration shit, which still hasn't arrived, and I need it for my appointment. So, yeah, there's plenty of stuff to be nervous about. But yeah, I am going unless I get COVID 3 days beforehand. I am going. So, feels fucking good, man. Feels amazing. I'm yeah.
Happy for you, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. Like, I don't know how, but yeah, it's gonna be great. And yeah, we'll be in like close to the same fucking time zone.
Yeah, I think you'll be like 4 hours behind me.
Like 4 hours?
Yeah, I think JST is like +8.
Yeah, +8, I think. +8, +9, something like. I know they don't have daylight savings, so it changes. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm looking at a map and okay, yeah, wow, okay.
Land of the rising sun, my ass.
Yeah, Japan is a good deal west of New Zealand. Fuck, I just kind of assumed they were on the same. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair enough.
Yeah, I mean, it throws me off as well, especially when it comes to like, just when I'm seeing Twitter posts. Yeah, like it's 5 a.m. there right now, and it's 8 here.
All right, so 3 hours.
But it also doesn't help that it's like exacerbated by the fact that I'm also like waking up really early. So like when I'm going to work, it's gonna be like midnight for you. You'll probably be like going to bed around that time.
Oh shit! I'll be in your fucking neck of the woods. Neck of the woods being a 5,000-mile radius, But you live in fucking New Zealand, so
I mean,
I'll take what I can get.
You're getting to that point where it is actually a direct flight.
Yeah, let's go. I mean, I don't know if I want to go to New Zealand. Maybe Australia. I don't know.
Yeah, fair enough.
Maybe Korea. Yeah, what the fuck's in New Zealand? No offense, but like, apart from you, what's in New Zealand?
Yeah, you're. I don't. Am I your co-host or am I you my co-host? I forget.
I'm your co-host. Yeah.
Something
You do
like
the editing. You have first spelling.
yeah, but Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings is in New Zealand.
I was gonna say, like, I mean, I'm not anti Lord of the Rings, but I don't give too much of a shit about it. uh,
And
but
then
all
I
right.
don't know if it was just because I really wasn't looking, but I was kind of disappointed by like the lack of Lord of the Rings I saw in the UK.
Why?
It's literally where it started.
No, I get that, but like, it, it's not like British, you know? Like, Harry Potter is
Yeah, I guess that's
very
like the big
significant
comparison.
because it's set in Britain, It's a British boarding school, British fucking magicians and all that shit.
Except
Lord
for
of
all
the
the
Rings
like
isn't
the
set.
French and Russian ones, and yeah, no,
Yeah, well,
Lord of the Rings is set in Agartha, and we're not allowed to talk about that.
yeah. We don't have fucking, Rondor Shire, Not Rondor, Gondor and Rohan, fucking hell. uh, yeah, we don't have fucking Gondor Shire, so. But yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, you're right. There isn't like a lot, but
I mean,
uh,
you guys literally have like the Lord of the Rings Society, though. I think I've heard
yeah.
about that, but yeah,
No, I mean, you ask 100 people here what their favorite book is. Lord of the Rings is going to come up a decent amount. Like it is a popular book here. Um, but yeah, it's not like fucking Harry Potter
it's
or
not
anything.
pop culture anymore.
Yeah,
Maybe,
it's real culture.
except for the fucking upcoming Rings of Power
Oh
that
yeah.
cost $1 billion to make, and Amazon is basically hinging their entire streaming service on it for some reason.
um, but yeah, I've been just like I don't know if I can take tomorrow off. I took I took the rest of yesterday just to chill. I took today to chill, but it was mainly just recovering from like several close calls of a fucking heart attack. Like oh shit, it's all happening. So, but I've got to get on the horse. I got to do a ton of shit. But I have been just like looking about Chiba and stuff, and like seriously thinking like, what am I gonna? What's the first thing I'm gonna do? Like, where can I get fucking Liddy? Where's the closest British pub? You know,
That one that the YouTubers go to.
the hub, yeah. Um, but shit, it's yeah. I'm real fucking lucky. Again, I still don't know how it's happened. I haven't got my official mark,
It's
so
me
I don't know
magic.
how. Fuck yeah, I mean, I said a lot of fucking prayers beforehand. I ain't gonna lie. I made a fucking vow, so I have to like meet that as well. I have to do that shit.
It,
Uh,
what do you have to like do the flight wearing a funny shirt?
no, I said I'll give back. Like, fuck if Lord, if I pass, I will do some like volunteer and shit when I'm there. I'll do a bit
Oh,
of
dude's
work.
gonna be a missionary in Tokyo.
No, I ain't missionizing shit. I ain't missionizing. But like now it's like, oh fuck, how do I volunteer in Japan? Like, how do I do that? I didn't think that far ahead. I didn't plan the logistics. So,
I don't know. Maybe
but
you
yeah.
can get on that blood donation grind set.
Uh, oh no, I'm deathly afraid. I mean, I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna fucking have to. But I'm just deathly
Easy.
afraid that I consume way too much sugar. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't. It's not like I have anything like wrong with me, but like, if I don't know I have high blood sugar, I can't I don't have to confront it. So,
Of all the things I've come into contact with, why I should or should not donate blood, sugar was never one of them. Iron, yes.
well, yeah, no, but I'm like half joking, but like the early onset diabetes grinds that,
Yeah.
you know, like what if I mean I'm not in the best shape and shit.
Neither am
Like,
I.
yeah, it's not like I've had a fucking heart attack or I'm like it's not like I seriously think I have it, but I'm just nervous about that shit. So
Well,
I'm
maybe it'll
gonna
be
be
a
one
good
of those
wake-up
guys.
call.
Sorry?
Maybe it'll be a good wake-up call.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to. I have to get health checked and shit anyway. So. But anyway, yeah, I'm looking about again, like walking around my neighborhood and shit that I will be at. Again, unless I get fucking COVID. And I can't fly out, and then it all goes to shit. So I'm gonna have to like self quarantine. Not, I don't have to, but I'm gonna have to like not go out for a few days before I take the test, like just so I don't fucking.
Oh,
Yeah.
on that note, fucking testing when I got back to New Zealand.
Oh yeah.
Like they gave me a bunch of LFDs at like the international departures thing, and I was supposed to like test on day 0 and day 6. And they gave me a text on like Wednesday, like, bro, we haven't like received any of your results, because I didn't even open the pamphlet. I didn't check any of like the things inside it to see like what I was supposed to do. I just didn't test. But the text they sent me is like, yeah, submit your results to the link in the email we sent you, and they didn't send me an email, so I haven't actually told them anything.
Paste.
So
Oh, but yeah,
I did the
yes.
test though, and I don't have COVID, but
you don't have to tell them that. Yeah.
I don't know
Let that shit ride
if
for a
they
while.
chase me up on it, I'll like send them a picture of my dick and balls. Who knows?
Though I should say there is a strawberry shop near my accommodation.
What do they
So-
sell?
I don't know. I I might have a guess. I'm not sure though. But yeah, I'm gonna. No, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, if you've got any suggestions and shit.
Of things to do in Japan?
Like like first things,
I don't know.
like,
Eat ramen, sleep,
Yeah.
fucking.
I mean, I'm saying this. The thing is, though, is it's not a holiday. Like, okay, admittedly, it's not like I have to get there and it's just instant, 9 to 5 work. Like, okay, sure, it's not like that, but it's not a holiday. I don't just have a ton of time to fuck about. I got my term dates. I have like a 2-month break from I think like February and March. I have off. If I was reading it right, so I have like time then. But yeah, I've got to be going to a lot of fucking classes and shit. I have shit I need to do. So it's not like I can just go gallivanting around. That being said, though, I definitely want to. I want to go to. There's like a bunch of places I want to go to, like want to travel to. Around. I want to go back to Kyoto and Hikone. My name.
What days do you get off? Like, if any?
Oh, it's Wait, what do you mean days? Do you mean,
Like, is it just Monday to Friday, or?
It's like I haven't taken my courses yet. Like I haven't like signed up to anything yet. So it just depends on the course, like what classes I take. But I think it is Monday to Friday for us. I think.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe.
never sure because you hear about just like how brutal like school is over there.
Yes, school has Saturdays. School like in Japan, but it's a half day. I think Saturday's a half day in Japan.
Still, fuck that.
But yeah, it's university and it's like the foreign section. Like I don't think we have Saturdays. But in terms of like days, we get like New Year's Day off, Emperor's birthday and shit.
Dude,
Don't get Christmas.
Do you get Golden Week?
Yeah, that's like in the 2 months I have off. I think the second semester begins like end of Golden Week. So I think I have from like the start of February basically to Golden Week off, I think. But yeah, so I really want to go to Kyoto, go back to Hikone. I want to go to Nagasaki.
What was the Japanese Newcastle again?
Shinshiro.
I'm excited for that one, just for the meme value, if anything.
Where is it actually? I need to. Aichi? Oh, okay. It's near Nagoya. Wait, Hamamatsu, Toyohashi. Okay, so if I. Oh, there's a train line. Okay. Wait, I
In
have to
Japan?
go. No, I'm literally like live planning this. Okay, so if I go. Wait, where's the big station? Does the Tokaido Shinkansen stop here? Maybe. Okay, I might be able to. It might not be that hard to get to. Alright, boys, I'm going to fucking Japanese Newcastle. That's on the list. I don't know about. I mean, I'd like to go to Sapporo, but that involves paying for like a flight, and yeah, I don't have that much money, so I don't think I'll be seeing the Winter Festival or anything.
Dude, imagine flying in on that though.
Flying in on what?
I don't know. Like, I'm trying to imagine just flying in on like snow sounds terrifying.
Actually, I don't even know if they fucking run planes at that time with all the storms and shit. They might not.
Imagine being the guy who has to keep the fucking tarmac clear.
Just one guy with a fucking broom.
Yeah,
Oh,
and he's real fucking ginky about it, and
I just do it as best as I can, you know. Like...
Dude's just like, no, he optimizes it as fucking there's three of them, so like they run in front of the wheels.
What, like those fucking ski, what's it called, like curling or something, like as the plane's coming in.
Yeah, kind of, but like, yeah, like they push the snow out of the way, like as the wheels coming along, and it's like if you're not going 300 kilometers an hour, you're gonna fucking get run over, and it's not gonna be fun.
Oh. Yeah, Osaka. I mean that's it. I don't wanna. Again, it's money. I there's so many places I'd love to go. I'd love to go to Niigata just as it's the home of my favorite Japanese politician, Tanaka Kakue. You know.
Does he have like a museum out there? And by museum, I mean it's just his house, but like they put shit on display and charge you like 1,000 yen. He's live planning it.
He's got a statue.
Good enough.
Yeah. Sorry, and that's the place as well where, if you've seen the videos where there's like a train station with the sake vending machines. That's Niigata.
I would like to take this moment to say that sake tastes fucking awful. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I don't like it. I don't dislike it. It's fine. Like, I'll drink it, but I must say I've only ever drank sake if I'm like at a Japanese restaurant, and it's like, ooh, okay, I'll get this. I've never drank
When
it for
in
like,
Rome, they say, and it still tastes fucking awful.
yeah, I've never actually just drank it, just like, oh, it tastes nice. But yeah, shit, I will if I can't take anything now because shipping is still fucked. I haven't been able to get my Japanese cigarettes for ages. But as soon as shipping's open, if, I'm going to redeem myself. I'm going to Comiket in December.
Base.
Just so I could actually enjoy Comiket. Like, actually go around and see shit rather than what happened last time.
What happened last time?
I went, bought a bunch of KS stuff and left at like 9:30. Didn't check any other stores.
Are you still gonna proxy buy or anything, or
Yeah.
based?
And that's what I mean. Like, I can't make any. I can't like start talking about it now. A, I'm not there yet. But B, I'm again, shipping parcels is still fucked. Like, yeah, for example, I can't buy my cigarettes at the moment. Because COVID is, just fucked that shit up. I don't exactly know why, but yeah. As soon as that's open, which hopefully will be in the next month or two.
I mean, I might be biased, but I'm pretty sure like you can send to New Zealand.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, hold on. Actually, shit, I always check.
Source:
month.
I literally get stuff from Japan.
Okay, Japan Post.
I don't know if that's like a New Zealand, not a New Zealand thing. That's just like a big vendor thing.
Yeah. Oh shit! Hang on. Wait, EMS is up. Okay, so it's relaxing. Okay, it is relaxing a bit. Okay. What about? Wait, where's New Zealand? Are you in the alphabet, cunt? You're not like. Yo, Vatican. New Zealand.
You tell me that the Pope can get Japanese cigarettes?
Oh yeah, New Zealand has air parcels. Yeah, we don't have air parcels. We have EMS, but not air parcels. Yeah, you guys can get shit. US is air, but yeah, UK, we don't have air parcels. We got EMS, but I don't think my guy ships them at EMS because EMS typically gets checked, and my guy's literally sending me cigarettes, so I just get SAL. I mean, now it's no point. I'll fucking be there. Goddamn, plentiful, cheap, strong cigarette. Oh.
You're right there, mate.
Honestly, first thing I'm gonna do is buy a fucking carton of my favorite fucking I've missed them. I'm having to smoke shit British controlled fucking microchips and the tobacco shit. Like, it's fucking dog shit, man. I want my nice pristine 1,000-time folded tobacco. God damn.
I'll take your word for it.
But yeah, I'm big excited. I'm very looking forward to it. But I've talked about this a lot. Yeah, this is a shout out. If anybody wants proxy buying or stuff, yeah, I can do it. But
if you're in Japan, he would like to meet you.
No.
If any of our viewers are in Japan.
No, I'm not offering my fucking tiny dorm room as a freedom bunk. As soon as I get to Japan, fuck off, we're full. Get out of here. Dumb foreigners. Oh.
Truly the Hawaiian mindset.
But yeah, so I've talked long enough about that. We're recording weekly for a reason, for you to talk about your shit.
Yes, and we probably should like burn through it before you get to fucking Japan, and then we'll have a whole slew of other things to talk about.
Yeah.
Dude, are you bringing the microphone with you, or?
Honestly, it'll be cheaper just to get a new one there, I think.
Probably.
Because right, fuck. I'll talk about this then. Sorry. The I officially have like 23 kilograms that I can bring with me. Like, I can pay a fee, which I'm gonna pretty much have to pay, like $100 at the airport. So it brings it up by like 7 kilograms. But I own a lot of shit. I got a lot of shit. So,
Dude's gonna be bringing more fucking shoes than shirts.
I'm gonna have to leave some of my shoes behind. Like that's how I don't have a lot. I've got to bring a lot of books and shit, and that like books are fucking heavy.
They are.
So I'll try and rebuy stuff, but like I've got a bunch of expensive like textbooks and shit, you know. So yeah, I'm on the list of things to bring my fucking Blue Yeti that I don't even have a cable for, like my MacBook, because I'm not bringing my PC, of course.
Wait, what do you mean you don't have a cable for the MacBook? It's a USB, isn't it?
Yeah, my MacBook's USB-C.
The fuck?
I only have a USB-A cable.
What the fuck? That's whack.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Blue Yeti's like the only thing is a problem. But yeah, I mean, I'll just pick up something there. Like, just pick.
Dude's gonna get that headset mic. It's gonna be fucking
fucking AirPods. Fucking crispy quality of the wind when I'm having my cigarette every time. Like, that's what it'll be. No, I'll just get like a, I don't know, whatever's there, really. You know, cause I don't know what's available. I don't know prices either.
Oh, it'll be in yen.
Cheers, mate. All right, yeah. Thank you. But I more mean like if they sell Blue Yetis, I'll get a Blue Yeti or Elgato or whatever. I'll get something. So yeah, we'll record. We'll have to change the time though. I'm pretty sure. like I'll no longer be. What at this time that we're doing it now, it'll be like 5 a.m. So
I mean, we can still do it like on what would be like Saturday for you now.
Yeah, but that involves getting up at Saturdays early.
not early, but like evening, afternoons. Maybe.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
We'll figure this out. That's all. Yeah.
We will find a way.
But yeah, I'm okay. I am officially announcing a 1-year extension to my Sad Bear on Guy podcast contract. I will be doing this in Japan, sure.
Amazing. All right, so previously on my trip to New Zealand, we only got as far as the convention.
Trip to the UK.
Yeah, well, we got as far as like through the first, only convention. I didn't end up going to the second one. But next thing on this, if you haven't seen, please go watch the previous one, and ideally go watch all of them from like 0, because we actually did start on 0. Amazing.
Yeah.
Sam
Hyde fought? Sorry.
What?
Sorry about that. Sam Hyde was in a fight?
Yes.
Okay. Continue.
Yes, I was.
I just saw Twitter and it's like, what the fuck? Okay, yeah. Continue, please.
Yeah, previously, I'm bad at arcade rhythm games. Yeah, we went to an arcade where you paid like £10 and an extra $5 for a pair of gloves so that you can play games, and I'm shit at them. Hang on. Okay, I didn't need to sneeze. Almost did. But yeah, so we went to this arcade up in somewhere in the northeast of London. And it's really just like a warehouse at the back of an alley, and they put a bunch of cabinets in there. But I got
Right.
to play Whacker and Chinivium, and I suck at both of them. That's that's all that happened. Is I just found out I'm bad, and then it's like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. And it helped that by the time we got there, it was like 10 o'clock at night, and they closed at 11. So
Wait,
it was kind of just like me standing at this arcade for an hour awkwardly while my girlfriend had fun. I don't know. It's a one of those perpetual cycle things, you know. Like, I don't want to play because I'm not good, and I'm not good because I don't play.
Yeah, the fucking video of me on the arcade isn't so funny now, is it?
I mean, it is.
Alright, but you understand it now, like.
Of course I understood it. Like, I've been there, done that. But yeah, it's like not fun when like I can't just sit at home and grind it out for like 6 hours a day for like 3 months.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to sit there publicly. Because it also, we weren't alone. We were almost alone. But there was like the resident Chinese kid who basically just lives in that arcade. Who was like, because my girlfriend wanted there to go for two things. One, she wanted to play Chinivium because she prefers it, but she also cosplayed.
Yeah.
She also cosplayed the mascot for Whacker. So we went there to like do that in front of the Whacker machine. But the Chinese kid was like basically stuck to that Chinivium, and I don't know, it's weird. Like, I don't want to take turns if I'm like awful.
Yeah.
But
I'm quite surprised that like that was the one I think I played Chinidium, and I really liked it as a rhythm game, but I remember coming back and trying to find it in the UK and just not a thing.
Oh.
So
yeah, so
that's a good thing that that's changed at least.
yeah, so there's one in London. Yeah, we went to an arcade in Leeds as well. Leeds didn't have it.
Yeah. Rim up north.
Yeah, they had Jubeat. If you want to play
Wait,
Jubeat,
what?
there's an arcade in Leeds called the Arcade Club, I think, and it's got arcade machines. We'll talk about the Leeds one when we get to it.
Yeah.
But
So I'm getting you sidetracked, my bad.
yeah, no, like that's yeah. So that's arcades down there. I don't know what it is. I think it's also mostly just like a problem with macro control.
What do you mean?
Like, you understand, like most of my rhythm game experiences, Guitar Hero, and at this point like Osumania, where I'm fucking around with my fingers, and they're always basically my hands are almost always static, but my fingers are moving.
Yeah.
These cabinet machines, that is not the case. there is a lot of like broad stroke
moving your
movement.
hand up and down.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah. Also, because it was empty, like this wasn't as much of a problem, but yeah, just like the noise of other machines as well. That was real bad in fucking Leeds, but again, we'll talk about Leeds when we get to it. Yeah, so we did that for like an hour. And yeah, that was fine. I'm glad I didn't have to go back. Almost did. We'll get to that further down the line. because I mean, we'll talk about it now. When I was supposed to meet up with you guys, her plan for like the day by herself was to just go to the arcade, like all day, and have fun.
Yeah.
Except you guys didn't show up.
We're never gonna live this down, are
You will, but but yeah, that was whatever night that was. Day after, like because I think that was the Sunday night. So it was like the last day of the convention. Did the convention, like, then went off to the arcade, which is why we went so late. Day after, she really wanted to fucking show me Camden Market, which is fascinating.
Oh yeah, you went to the cyber sex show.
The sex part is a surprisingly small section of it.
It's all I remember because I was like 13, 14 and with my mother. And we just went in and was like, oh, look at all the cybers, like, ooh, cyberpunk, wow.
Yeah,
and
it's so bizarre that it's actually a real place to me.
Yeah.
Which I guess is just... It is one of those things that fascinates me about the UK, is that there is just enough population density for like these niches to be economically viable.
Yeah.
Like I know that cybergoth people exist, but like I can't imagine them existing in like such a number that you can open a store focused on it and not just like shit on Amazon.
Yeah, but like Camden Market, so the whole thing is like weird shit, It's the whole shtick.
Yeah, fair enough. I went Sports Direct there though.
Did you? Oh yeah, you got your mug.
Yeah, that's where I got the mug. I also got my pair of shoes because I was like burning through my sneakers with how much I was walking. What I said, Cybergoth is literally just trading clothes after a pair of scissors, and it fucking is, because it's like someone took my uniform from work and just cut out like the midriff. And they're like, yes, this is fashion.
Damn, you're cyberpunk? Whoa.
But yeah, we walked around there, and it's also really fucking expensive.
Yeah.
I don't know. Again, just it's interesting to know that it exists. I'm happy if I like never go there again. But yeah, I guess she wanted to go back mostly for like memories because she was big into that in her teens. I've seen the like ancient pictures of her with like the weird hair and the gas mask but
all right.
Getting off topic. The Moomin shop was also in Camden Market. Also worth pointing out about Camden Market, I have never had my hand on my wallet so often.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get robbed, but I felt like at any given time I was going to get robbed. And I think that's just a population density thing and narrow streets, and like, yeah. Like, if I was to pickpocket people, it would be here.
Relative to like Europe, London has a relatively low pickpocket rate. Like places like Rome Paris is a bit higher, but like Rome and Milan are like terrible. But in London, as far as I know, Oxford Street is the worst. But yeah, like the market, like if you're not careful, like yeah, it will happen.
Yeah,
it's probably not. Like you're probably fine, but you shouldn't leave that shit to probablys and all that.
So. Yeah, no. What was that? Oh yeah, so the Moomin shop. Went to the Moomin shop. I now have a Moomin plushie.
Nice.
Um, Also got some stuff for Potato that I need to send him that I won't say.
Yeah.
In case he still watches the podcast.
I don't think he watched it normally, but
Gotta believe, man. What was it after the after that we broke for lunch and had Polish sausage. There was an entire hole in the wall that specialized in Polish sausage, and it's actually quite nice. I would like more of it. But we had sausage and chips, and it was quite nice. After that, we found out that we needed to take a fat piss, and toll toilets.
oh yes, the scourge of modern living.
Where you have to pay to take a shit. It's fascinating. I forget what I said, but if you look in the chat history, I felt like I was going on an entire Tom Scott rant about this. Like, I am outside a toll toilet. In fact, if I look at toll toilet in chat history. Yeah, I literally said Tom Scott be like, I'm at a toll toilet.
It is. I'm with you though. I'm fucking with you. Toll toilets are the.
Yeah, I was like, Tom Scott be like, I'm at a toll toilet. Tom Scott be like, I'm at a paper piss. And I think it was the only ones I made, but yeah. And I said, like, there's a Morrison's car park, like, just around the corner. The fuck do I need to, like, pay to take a piss for?
Yeah, a lot of them just prey on convenience, you know? Like...
Prey on woman. Woman can't squat in a car park, except that they can, but they won't. But yeah, so did a lot of walking around Camden Market. A lot of like weeb stores, except again, all of them just sell Demon Slayer figurines that should cost like £20, but they sell them for 40.
Did you ever go to the Japan Center?
Not that I'm aware of.
Oh, that's like the only really good Japanese shop in my opinion in London, because it's like a proper. It's like run by the not run, but it's like endorsed by the Japanese embassy. So they have like the main line on like good shit. Like for example, it's very good for. It's like the place you can get your textbooks for relatively cheap and shit. But like yeah, they sell like tons of shit and have like proper chefs and stuff cooking you stuff. It's a nice place. It's also around Covent Garden, good area. For me, London, Covent Garden is my favorite place.
I will take your word for it. But yeah, like just a lot of again trying to sell to the lowest common denominator. Wasn't really interested. The only one that like piqued my okay, I guess it was like two that piqued my interest. One did have like the cinnamon figurine that I already have, so it's like good job on that. But I already have one.
Don't need it.
The other was it. I'm hesitant to call it a store. It's like literally a closet that they've like lined the walls with shit. And like the claim to fame, the two things I like saw from a distance that piqued my interest was they had the one figurine of the girl from Eromanga Sensei, which you don't know.
I know of her, yes.
Yeah, and the other one was the famous Japanese artist that's in Fate Grand Order.
Oh, Hokusai.
Sure, but the one that got turned into a girl.
Hokusai, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, alright, well that one. Also, it was around this day that I saw my first ever Greg's.
Ah, a momentous occasion.
Yeah, the first Greg's, and it only took like 4 days.
Yeah, London hasn't been converted yet. Give it time.
I don't want to. I want Greg's now. Except like I had the Greg's and I was unimpressed.
He wouldn't go to Greg's with me. He got a Subway and he picked Subway over Greg's.
Yeah, and I
Blech.
couldn't hear what the fucking subway guy was saying half the time.
Skipping ahead though. Skipping ahead.
Um,
Uh,
what was it? After that, did more shopping, but like in other parts of London, like the day after. Um, I went to Lost Planet, which was purely by chance.
wait, do you mean Forbidden Planet?
I guess. The one
For,
that you freaked out on like Discord. You're like, God, Moon is actually in this place.
yeah, Forbidden Planet.
Like, what a
Yeah.
timeline. Yeah. So it was one of those ones where I forget where it was and why we went there. Oh, I think it's because we were heading towards Chinatown. Because she wanted to show me Chinatown, but yeah, we like got off the tube in this place and it's like, what do you want to do? And it's like, I don't know. Then I pull out Google and like the maps like highlights a few places. It's like, what's this Forbidden Planet place? Fuck it, let's go there. I don't know what it is. And it turned out to just be like the weeb shit chain again, or like the nerd chain.
Yeah, just for context, Forbidden Planet is a mainstream set of like national chain stores that sell nerd shit. Depending on how big it is what they sell. But you're talking video game merch, fucking Funko Pops.
Dude, they had fucking Transformers there. There was like a big display case, like as you walked in, and there's this giant fucking Decepticon F-15, and I thought that was neat.
That'll be unique to that store though. No, that'll be like their
Maybe.
thing.
But yeah, like there was a lot of stuff there. Like, I mean, there was an entire book section, like, because there was like 3 stories. Granted, that's just also a part of London where everything has verticality. But like,
I mean, again. You're in London, so you're getting like the big ones, like the
Yeah.
main stores and shit. But yeah, for Forbidden Planet, like it does sell like Japanese stuff, weeb stuff, but typically the selection, it's not like an anime store or anything. It's just a nerd store that you
Yeah.
can get T-shirts and video game shit and all that stuff in typically.
Yeah, but, I mean, I did end up walking out with stuff from this one, which was surprising.
I'm not saying it doesn't offer anything.
Yeah.
Just for the context for the listeners.
Thank you, listeners, for enjoying your context. No, but where was I going? Yeah, but like walked around, saw a bunch of neat stuff that I didn't buy, and a bunch of like not neat stuff. But she wanted the new Junji Ito book, and I got some manga that I have read, but finally decided to pay money for. Volume 1 of My Senpai is annoying, which, if you've known me for any length of time, you've seen me shitpost excessively.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, that got published. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's got published multiple times. It's published in
Oh,
English
I
now.
thought it was like a web thing. Sorry.
I mean, it was, and it got published, and then like there's like 3 volumes in Japanese, and I found volume 1 in English.
Nice.
And I mean, dude, it got animated. Like, of course it got published.
I didn't know it got animated.
Oh, it's a nice anime. I'd recommend it. Dude, you're gonna have to get like a VPN in Japan.
I know. Like,
Hey, ExpressVPN, hook us up. just remembering that now. Yeah, I got those. Also, one I was really surprised to find. On that note, I'm also impressed like how little they try to hide the R18 section in this
No,
like forbidden planet. And by hide the R18 section, I mean the entire wall is lined with like these manga and shit going from like A to Z. And then there's a little island in the middle of like this cul-de-sac that has R18 on it, and you just walk up to it.
I'm very impressed that a Forbidden Planet has an R18 section. I've never seen one with that. So, fuck. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this Forbidden Planet sounds quite good. I won't lie.
I
They
forget.
don't normally like that.
I forget which part of London it was. Hang on, I'll go get the ones because I never remember the title to this one. Fucking cunt. I have volume 2 and 3, but not volume 1 because I didn't have volume 1 of one of my favorite isekais. J.K. Haru is a sex worker in another world.
Nice. I guess.
I don't know. I mean, I find it interesting, like genuinely interesting. It's a story about this girl and this absolute fucking nerd get hit by a fucking truck together, so they get isekai'd, and the nerd goes off to be like this super powerful, whatever the fuck trope. But because she's a woman in this world, she gets relegated to being a prostitute.
Alright.
So, like, a majority of it is her, like, story of, like, ranking up in the brothel. Like, there's a point where it's like, she finally gets promoted to being worth, like, 10 gold pieces an hour or something. And I mean, it isn't even fully explicit, but I don't know, I found it interesting.
Well, it sounds funny. It does sound funny.
It's mildly amusing. There's also like this whole, what's it called, about how, because I mean the reason she's relegated to a prostitute is it's a very like misogynistic society.
So she can't.
Like she's not supposed to go outside like without a chaperone or anything and all that.
So I woke up in Saudi Arabia. Damn.
Yeah, dude, she got like fucking yeeted to Saudi Arabia. It's great. But yeah, like I found it interesting, so now I have volume 2 and 3. I don't think I've actually read like into volume 3 because I stopped reading manga around the stage where like manga decks shat the bed, and like once they fixed themselves, I never picked it back up.
Yeah, yes. Fuck. Oh, someone else went through it. Yeah, I was like halfway through JoJo Part 8 when it just stopped working. Never got back around to it. Feels bad, man.
So I mean, I'm both the manga series that I've brought. Then I've like stopped reading for 2+ years. But yeah, so I've got those now, and I will say though, despite the fact that there's just casually an R18 section sitting in the middle, they are like vacuum sealed.
Yeah, you can't just peruse that shit.
Yeah, compared to the other one I brought, which is like, yeah, you can like open that up in the store. Now I need to go back to my notes now that I've read that. So I recommend both of those things. Excuse me. Went to FOP. Didn't get anything, but thought the name was funny.
What's FOP?
FOP was like a media store that's like across the road from the Forbidden Planet,
No, okay.
where they just sell like DVDs and vinyls and CDs and shit.
No, okay.
The only reason I mentioned it is because I thought the name FOP was funny. Chinatown. Finally get to Chinatown. It has a lot of Chinese people in it.
I mean, to be fair, that's not necessarily a given. So, you know.
Yeah. And this was the first time of like, I think it's like 3 instances where I see some sort of demonstration for like that religion that's getting like persecuted the fuck out of in mainland China.
Yeah, Falun Gong or something.
Yeah, something like that. The one that's like Taoism but not Taoism, so it gets yeeted.
Yeah.
So yeah, saw a thing for that, and organ harvesting. So it's interesting to see like, like Chinatown is the people who like left China.
Yeah. Most immigration was Hong Kong and shit.
Dude, my like fish and chip shop guy's from Hong Kong. He's based. He like whenever I walk in, he just talks to me, and it's like, I want to go to like the corner store next door to like pick up a fucking Monster. But he just starts rambling about fucking China and shit. It's great.
Oh god, I'm so sorry to do this. I really need to take a shit.
He's going to break. I don't know, how long have we been recording? Thing is,
only an hour 20. I don't want to call it.
Hour 20. All right, I will like try to remember to crop this, and actually like deliver this on time, because I've
sorry if I could fucking hold, I would. I gotta go, Chief. All right.
Yeah. All right. Have fun. See you soon.
Wait, 10 minutes. Hey.
Man had a fat shit.
Oh, you. I was like, okay, let's just try and make this a quick one. And then I started, I was like, oh no.
I literally played an entire video game in the time you were shitting.
I'm so, like, yeah, we've only been doing it an hour 20, so I didn't want to like, let's just call the episode here, because it's not long enough. Got a lot of shit to cover. But I could not hold. It was a Visigoths at the gates of Rome situation. I had to get a move on. But do you just want to continue?
I don't know. I didn't have much more. I was probably gonna like, at this stage, kind of just follow up to the end of Chinatown.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, yeah, had a lot of Chinese people at the thing, and then went to Coco Ichiban, and like a dessert place that was in Chinatown.
Yeah.
Just, I think, yeah, so Coco Ichiban is Coco Ichiban. It's like all right, but I don't know. I have that like. Thank you, phone, for telling me that it's nighttime in the UK. I don't know. I just have that weird like contrarian aversion to Japanese curry.
Yeah, you've said this.
Yeah, like I mean, so it was fine. Like we went there. I had tonkatsu curry.
All I'll say. So I was similar in Japan. So the whole reason like Coco Ichiban's thing is like Sleepy went to Japan before I did, and he loved it. And I'm not somebody who likes curry in general. I've since changed my mind. I've since like, actually eat curry, but I was very hesitant to go. I'm like, I'm in Japan. I want other shit. I'm not here for fucking curry. But eventually he wore me down. There was one near where we were staying, so we went, and um, it wasn't that like, oh, this place is really fucking good. Like, holy shit, it's amazing. It was more like, holy fuck, this place is really cheap, and you get a ton of food, and it's pretty good. That was kind of like,
I don't know how I would say on the price. Like,
but that's the thing. That's Japan. This is like the only one in the UK, so I don't even know if that applies.
Yeah,
Like,
there's that, and I'm noticing a trend here is like people rave about something in a certain country, and then it like really the thing that they rave about is that it's cheap, and
yeah,
then it's just like not that case when you fucking export it.
yeah. It's just not the economies of scale and shit.
Yeah. But yeah, it sounds alright. Went to went to the dessert place, and there seems to be a trend on dessert places these days where it's literally just like, we're gonna put shit on waffles and it's good. Like, I'm not really complaining, but it's just weird to see it as a phenomenon. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got some kind of waffle thing, I think, and she got some sort of like matcha ice cream abomination sundae. I still need to go through and like organize the photos. That soon, TM. But yeah, that was my time in Chinatown. And that's where I want to like end for today.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
All right.
like, yeah, like, I don't know. Like, after that, it's sort of, I don't know, maybe like, yeah, 2 more episodes.
All right.
Sort of just like the excursion out of London and then back in London and then probably another episode for everything else. See how it goes.
All right. Yeah, I'm happy to keep doing it longer today, but if you think this is a good natural end point,
Yeah,
then
I think that's a good natural end point. I've just got to remember to like crop out this fat shit.
I'm real sorry, man. If I could have held, I would have. I couldn't, though. You know.
Alright. Thank you for coming, everyone. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Yep. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Alright. See you, man.